Alright, let's get it, chat. I'm playing franchise right now. I gotta face the Raiders. We're gonna play that all black against the Raiders. See what they got. We can have that all white. Let's do it.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders.
And we got home field advantage. Damn. The Bills beat the Dolphins 52-21 is crazy.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Ooh, good run. What the fuck?
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield.
That was a good ass run.
So here comes the Raiders.
Who they got? Kirk Cousins?
And they're led out by Washington's 4th-round pick back in 2012, a 3-year starter in D.C. Now going against his former mates. Here's Kirk Cousins. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Takes this to the 32.
Ain't no way. He look hurt.
After that broken tackle. The numbers for him from a week ago.
Oh, and then the Raiders got our old coach too?
And they've gone to it early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Cousins. Throw right side, looked in here by
That was cap.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. Now Cousins.
You get that. Good shit, man.
The 27-yard line, he's sacked. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cousins.
Good shit, man.
Credit the sack to Von Miller. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
This nigga Von Miller gotta get 10 sacks. He's crazy.
He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
That's slight. That's slight.
Position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3. Be
Defenders making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP, already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. Let's go now. Washington. First and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard.
To throw is Daniels. Man open, it's Deebo Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready? Let's go.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent.
Looking for the throw, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And this guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that runs up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to get some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Once again, it's Genty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Cousins now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. give to Ginty. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing, Cousins. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. They had to settle for 3 last time. Hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A give out of the gun to Ginty. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Cousins. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities. But always making sure no one's holding.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. So they get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Look at this, big game, fumble.
No!
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Play action now. Cousins.
That's alright. That's alright. They gonna buck me like that. That's weird. They ain't even letting me challenge.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
That's alright.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Daniels looking to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home for an AFC East battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this is the second-year man, Ray Davis. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Bills are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. The Colts with a 2-touchdown lead, 14-0 the halftime score. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Bryce Young. This is one of the best runs from a quarterback you're going to see all year. Off he goes. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Panthers lead by a field goal at halftime. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter. They juked him. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Second touchdown on the season.
Oh my God. Look at him get off him.
Score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point try now from Moody. And that makes it 14-10. Well, the offense wasn't out there
2 yards, one play.
They were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
16 yards.
Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and on play action, he wants to throw it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Up the middle, it's Genty.
Come on, y'all.
And he'll go down, shy of 40 at the 41.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's in the space past the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Lowry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Ashton Genty with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
I got that in one play.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
We gotta stop these niggas from scoring.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Let's go now. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Ready, go.
2nd and 4. And his throw here is incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And a throw incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Ready.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Oh, I missed them.
That was going to
Oh, can I get them a good...
a nifty bit of scrambling.
That they is fucking bucking my nigga, bro.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
We'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. And they're
It's
not going to
crunch
get to the
time
line
now.
to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a handoff to Genty. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
On 1st down, it's Genty.
Yeah.
He'll get this one down near the
Fuck,
20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Come on, I lock in.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. On play action, Cousins. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play fake, Cousins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Von Miller. A milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. To throw is Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Cousins to throw it. It's caught, Rocket. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to swell the lead to 6. Carlson able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now Washington down by 6. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Washington.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing now is Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle,
That's what I needed to do.
can win this football game. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Now Cousins. Oh, that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
It's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory.
Let's fucking go, y'all. The comeback. The fucking comeback.
But they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, But in this case, I think the distance is just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.
Ain't gonna lie, that was a tough game, chat. We're going to practice, chat. I keep hitting it late. Hitting it at the wrong time, chat. All right, we got the Falcons, chat. We ain't even gonna do all black this time. Let them do all black. They got home field.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. He's got his guys in mid-season form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. It's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Come on. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
78-79 Broncos.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Give to Crosby Merritt. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Georgia with the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is when you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Flat, 19, Tiger, 9, go.
And they'll run again. And this time they'll run into a roll right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Everyone see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Luke McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Dances by him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's Penix. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up under pressure. They got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
The drive begins with a carry by Klasky Merritt. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Here's Daniels. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Moore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A run for the first time for Bijan Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw Penix. And this ball will be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A give now to Bill. This is Krosky Moore. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Commanders.
Here we go.
On the give, Krosky Barrett. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Okay, ready?
That's another Washington Commanders.
Let's go.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
60
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Into the hands of London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Deron Payne gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. To the air, Penix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing it back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
70 Rangers.
Throwing now is Daniels. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works him past the 50. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Come on.
To throw is Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Moody for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's Kenneth Gainwell. All he needs is a crease, and he finds it. That's a 7-yard rushing touchdown. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's the veteran, Cooper Kupp. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Seahawks have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory.
That was a hell of a catch.
One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Eagles. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. He's been getting after it early, one of his 3 first-half touchdown passes. The Eagles lead it by a touchdown at the half. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
I thought I saw an Odell Beckham chat.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are, what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. A quick hitter complete. It's Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. It's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Washington offense heading out. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
No gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Daniels. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Moody. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through.
I'm about to put this chicken on right quick, chat. Clean this chicken and stuff. Put it on, then I'm going to get back on the game. I'm going to have it paused, though. say you can't drink no black. There's another guy too, bro.
Beer price 15. Use honey, soy sauce, brown sugar, and ginger. Yeah, some people basically think they just have to keep it bigger than this. Start off with just a close to chicken thigh. Medium rare. Then you got a little chicken breast, small thigh. Probably 50% steak. Cream salad, garlic parsley, regular salad, black pepper, parsley, sweet olive oil. Bring that all into the mix and get it relatively sweet flavor all over the chicken. You need to know that the honey is separated in this side about a half cup of water. Let your chicken down a little bit and heat this honey to pretty much crispness and nice small bits. Maybe every once in a nice onion, a little pepper, and water your honey. Then
aspects of the boogosphere that really fascinates me is these etchings. The etchings are, as you described, they look like they were hand-drawn. Is that correct?
Yes, the marks were made with a pointed striker. The strikes were probably made of silicon carbide and were struck, let's say, like the moons, because that's the only place where there's a percussion.
Is it possible that the sphere itself, the technology within it, is not human intelligence, but just the etchings are made by humans?
Yes, that's more likely. That the technology used for the interior of the sphere may be from a being that is half human and half extraterrestrial.
If the sphere itself is ET tech, and there's all these inscriptions on it, that means potentially, once upon a time, it came down to the ground and a culture got its hands on it. Is that what we're suggesting here?
Everything points to this sphere having been manufactured in ancient times. By whom? We don't know. But it was with a very simple manual engraving process on the surface, made by casting in wet sand in stages, but with a lot of technology inside it. And we can see this at the equator of the sphere, where fiber optics have already been detected.
Like right now, based on all the data you've seen in your own investigation, what is the most anomalous or interesting thing about the sphere?
We didn't talk about this feature in the conference, but I want to tell you that for me, the most fascinating thing is that when scanning the surface of the sphere, the engravings do not appear in a point cloud so that we can scan them. At first, we thought it was the resolution of the scanner because we were working at 0.7 millimeters. We increased the resolution to 0.5 millimeters and still couldn't record those engravings.
So what does that mean? What does that imply?
There is a theory that we are working on, but we still have a lot of work to do. We need to try to find the origin of this effect that is being caused by the inside of the sphere. What I have observed is that it not only affects the 3D scanner, it also affects the temperature, and it also affected us in terms of hardness.
No one could confidently determine the meaning of the symbols on the sphere. An AI analysis couldn't find a match in the existing language databases. But Dr. Stephen Greer, a retired physician and longtime advocate for UFO disclosure, shared a fascinating take in response.
And I'd just like to recognize the courageous people who picked it up and brought it. Now, there have been spheres found before, and in the United States, special forces thugs go in and get them, and people have been killed possessing them. Very smart that you keep it safe, and that you also exclude.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden around. Here you go.
Outback Steakhouse.
All right. Outback Steakhouse around.
I'm trying my best. Ben, you get it together.
touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Finding Kyle Pitts running the slam. And the Falcons are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Second and goal from the 1. Robinson will score. Touchdown again.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
To the air goes Daniels. So over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards.
Washington Commanders first down. A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready
Up the middle with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
18 runners.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now let's see, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Daniels going to throw for it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They begin the drive with Robinson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
It's now 3rd and 2.
And they let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Penix going to hold on to it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the 1st.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
19 Tigers.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Commanders, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct.